Hey guys, how's it going? Neil from Pentatonic Way here, and welcome to New England, early morning. I have a cool project to do this morning. I got myself a Vega-Trem for my 50th birthday, which is very cool. It's been a while since I had a tremolo on a guitar. I mean, this one works okay, but the blades on it are kind of on the trem are messed up, so I don't really use it. I have it blocked out. These are both hardtails. Yeah, so I'm very excited about this. I'm gonna put it on my 1957 reissue Strat, which has already been, quite significantly modded. I have a reversed roast maple neck. Little 59 in the bridge. I have an obsidian wiring harness with the David Gilmour thing and the trebles and treble bleeds and all sorts of stuff. But I'm gonna pop it in here. This bridge hasn't, the whammy bar hasn't worked since I got it, which is going on 25, 30 years now. Like the grooves inside are like off or something, so when I put the whammy bar in, it's like almost all the way flush against the body. Even if I bend it, it's just weird situation, so I just don't use it. And funny story, about, I don't know, 10 years ago, maybe more, I had whammy bar on a guitar, and a couple of them I used to use it all the time. Every little break or fill in a song was a like everything. So I had sort of a self-intervention, like, dude, you gotta lay off the whammy bar. You gotta just learn how to play better. So I did. I just stopped using the whammy bar, which was difficult. I was like, I can quit anytime I want, And then it was tough. Anyway, I feel like I'm much better at playing now. I can play through changes. I have a whole system. I understand the neck. So it's time to step back into the whammy bar game. And I'm gonna do that with Vega-Trem. Thank you to my friend Chris Tompkins for telling me about this. And yeah, I'm excited. Let's see what's in the box. Cool, so here is the trem. I got the satin finish to kind of go with the relic look of the guitar, kind of older looking. Pretty cool, it has two pieces. I guess this goes on the guitar and this just kind of floats. And it has these little blades here on the edges that kind of fit right in a couple grooves there on this plate. And that must give it its hinge. I can see it's kind of pushed back, like angled that way, which makes it so you can pull up as well, I guess. I'm very excited about that. And you got your whammy bar, and it screws on. I don't know if I'm supposed to keep this on there. What does it say? Keep lubricated. Always good advice. All right, and then it came with these instructions. I'll have to check these out in a second, but I am not Spanish, though my last name is Santos. It's Portuguese, and I don't really speak as much as it as I wish I did. So correct use of springs. So high tension, medium tension, low tension, extra low. So I'll be using low tension because I use 9s. And yeah, I'll read about that. Talk about that more, but it comes with all these different screws. So low tension, that'll be me. Cool. I got this pick in there, Pedal Zoo. I guess that's where I bought it from. Pretty cool. Thank you, fellas. Yeah. Awesome. And always cool, a sticker. That's going on my sticker drum. All right, so let's get to it. First things we gotta do, I guess, is get out the old bridge. I do like this bridge. as far as the saddles go, I upgraded them, and they're pretty cool because you don't have that, the little screws sticking up, digging into your hands. They kind of, the way they're built, they kind of wrap over themselves. I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty cool. That was an upgrade I made a while ago. But now I'm ready to go full on whammy bar. So let's get this baby out of there and pop the new one in. All right, cool. I got the bridge out. Standard Strat bridge. Pretty heavy. I've never taken out a bridge on a Strat before. And here is the new Vega-Trem bridge. Way less heavy, which I'm kind of excited about because that Strat I have is pretty heavy and it hurts my shoulders. I know, but this is the Trem. Just looking at it, trying to figure out how to put the strings in. I think they go through here and come out the top as opposed to going through the big holes in the bottom. Yeah, I was reading about the springs. I guess where this had 3 springs holding it in. This works best with 2 springs. And if I use the low tension ones, that should work fine. So I'm pretty excited about getting this in there. So let's give it a shot. All right, cool. I got the bar in, the whole bridge. Yeah, it took me a second. I put it in. I figured, wow, they didn't give me screws or whatever. So I used the old screws. And then when I was putting the springs in, I noticed I couldn't get it into the holes here and I noticed these little set screws, which is kind of cool. Like, so these springs are held in by little tiny Allen wrench set screws on each side so they don't pop out. I think I have them in the right spot. I mean, they correspond right in between the 2 screws here in the front, so I figure that's like what you're supposed to do. Plus, that's where the set screws were. Pretty cool. So I was like, why wouldn't they give me an Allen wrench? I grabbed my Allen wrenches. I am the right size, of course. But I started poking around, and there was another bag. So I had the low tension bag, right? There was a standard bag. And I was like, oh, those must be for standard springs or whatever. But I popped it open. It had 4 screws for me. It had 2 Allen wrenches, which I'll assume I'll need to finish the job, which is fantastic. And after all that, I was able to get it in. It looks amazing, to tell you the truth. I'm very excited about it. Like kind of old new, old modern. And yeah, so now I'm going to put some strings in. 9s to 42s. And string her up. And we'll give it a shot. All right. Stay tuned. All right, cool. I got it in. Looks pretty good. It's going to take a little bit of adjustment, I think, to get everything right. It's a compound radius neck, and these are just like flat all the way across. Gonna have to intonate them. But yeah, so far so good. Looks pretty cool, if you ask me. Having the whammy bar is cool. It has good action. It locks in, so it's, you can tighten it, and it'll stay where you want it to be. Yeah, I'm excited to get jamming on it. So I'm gonna stop the video, and I'm gonna set it all up till I get it working properly, and then I'll check back in, let you know how it goes. All right, cool. All right, cool. So I got it in. It looks amazing. Feels great. The action of it is awesome. I still haven't intonated it. I've only done like a preliminary sort of adjustment to make sure the
the height's right. This is a compound radius neck, and I want to make sure that that's just right. And I'm sure it's going to be like a week or two of just kind of like playing and tweaking a little, tweaking. But let me tell you this, because I want you to learn from my mistakes. When I was setting these adjustment height screws here, we see, you got the adjustment height screws, and I'm turning them, trying to do like a quarter turn or a half turn. And I'm like, wow, these are super tight. And it started like almost like stripping the screw with the Allen wrench. I'm like, what kind of design is this? Are they just like really tight or something? And then I was like looking at these, and there's these like lock screws or set screws or whatever you want to call them. And I loosen those, right? And then I go to turn the adjustment ones. It's super easy. Works like a charm. And then once you have it set, then you lock these down again. And I think I'll have to do the same when I'm intonating. Like loosen these, do the intonation, tighten them up again. But yeah, I'm psyched, man. I think it's cool. I have to remember all my cool whammy bar tricks, right? Something like we try the Eddie Van Halen elephant. So yeah, I'm excited. Had a lot of fun with this. One thing I've been looking forward to is playing like some pretty chords. I put a little graphite here. Because I've noticed a little bit of tuning issues when I do a dive bomb or something. Maybe it's just settling in. Or maybe these are kind of tight, but I put some graphite powder on there. Maybe I'll just need to get some locking tuners or something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions, all right? Because I want it to be able to be played with and then have it still be in tune. Well, what about the I want to get Steve Vai with it. Well, awesome, man. Vega-Trem. I'm excited. It's a whole new world now, and I feel like it's this guitar is complete. My wife said, "Yeah, now that you have the whammy bar on there, your guitar looks complete," and I agree. I agree. Cool. All right. I'll talk to you next time. Take care. Neil Santos, signing out.